Hello, 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 hello. Hey, welcome to this week's training. I know we've been deep diving into financial fitness this week. And those of you that are in the private Zoom, we've had some great aha moments, some great training inside of there, Q&A, hot seat coaching. But I wanted to come on today, our weekly training that we do every Wednesday, 2:30 Eastern Standard Time. So those of you that are just joining us, this is a regularly scheduled program here. If you saw the lives before, we're in a private training helping people with their financial fitness. We thought we'd share some of that with you. However, I mean, it's absolutely on fire what's going on inside of the group. A lot of aha moments, a lot of really learning how finances work. Let me see if I can pin this up here. There we go. Here I am. Okay, cool. So, anyways, just we're having so much fun inside of the financial fitness training, and lots of aha moments, how to create money, how to understand money, how to lead money, how to get rid of limiting beliefs about money. Financial literacy is not taught in schools to the level that we need it as adults. And what I'm finding is that there's a lot of adults that have a little shame around money because they're like, well, I'm an adult, I should know these things. But it's not taught. So I'm not sure why you're beating yourself up, right? Like I did the same thing. It's okay. But we do that because we're not in complete understanding. And we're just supposed to be out in the world and know what we're doing with, checkbooks and mortgages and credit cards and things. So please get some support around this. We're doing the Financial Fitness Challenge right now, where we're making you aware, those that are participating, making them aware of money, how it works, leveraging it, creating it, all the things around money. I have multiple ways that I create money. The number one thing I do is real estate, but there's more than just that. So I'm giving them tips to understand how to create money and also keep more of the money they make, right? Save and defer on taxes, how to pay next to zero on taxes. All of those things are important in understanding you as a whole, right? Because money's a part of your life, whether you like it or not. Money is a part of your life. And if you're not creating it, if you're not leading it, understanding how to lead it, if you're not learning how to pay next to zero in taxes, you're just going to be on this hamster wheel. You're just going, oh, how much longer do I got to paddle? And we don't want that for you. So my business partner, Becky Estep Noble, is leading the charge. Okay, so we're doing this together, but she's leading the charge in the financial fitness market. She trains on business credit. Y'all saw her, those that have been in the group, saw her a few weeks ago. She did a training on business credit and personal credit. And now we're diving into the financial fitness portion of it. We really want you to understand that life could really work for you. So if you've had any pushback lately, and you don't understand what's going on, and you feel broke, or you feel like you're treading water, and broke means, just so that we're clear, broke could mean you don't have two nickels to rub together, or you have millions, but you're spending millions, so you're just above water and you can't get ahead of the game, right? So something needs to change. That's what I mean about being broke. You're not poor, you're just broke. Broke is temporary, okay? Poor means a poor mindset, like you have no desire to be anything other than you are. So if you have a desire to be something more than what you are, more money, more assets, more time freedom, more, then you're in the right place. Okay. So I wanted to go over some of the things that we went over inside of the training, just briefly. This is a brief Q&A here. But first, I want to welcome some of the new people. We've got abundance of new people coming in here, and you're in for a treat because we got so much that we cover inside of here. I'm going to just connect with Beth, Erica, Tiffany, Stephanie. I see you, Teresa, Karen, Diana, Amy Lynn, Crystal Bell, Taylor Grant, Sam, Tammy, Natalia, Jennifer, Alder, Ina? Yeah. Sorry if I'm butchering their name. I'm not that good with names, but I do want to see and hear you. Everyone gets to be seen and heard inside of this group. So speak up if you're needing things. We are here weekly, 2:30 Eastern Standard Time. Melinda, Tova, Alex, Randy, the Zamina. I'm so sorry. I wish I could say, please tell me how, send me a DM and let me know how to say your name correctly. I want to be proper with your name, okay? It's Ximena. Niall, I just saw you inside of the training. Good to see you. And welcome to our group. Donna, Joy, KJ, Tracy, Crystal, another type of Crystal spelling, Christy, Kristen, my goodness, lots of Chris. Melissa, Linda, Miranda, Nicole, Cheryl, so many great peeps coming in. Jocelyn, Daniela, Melissa, so good to see you. And those of you that don't know who I am, my name is Joanna Wright, founder of Bottom Line Wealth. I run this group here. I'm the CEO. I have my team in here helping me. You might see Christine, Angela, and Becky's in here as well. She's my business partner that is really leading the charge, like I said, with the financial fitness portion of this group. And why I'm doing this, you must know my why. I'm creating economic independence for my peeps. I think it is the biggest thing that I could teach you. This is how to get started in real estate and retire early. So none of that matters if you don't understand money. Okay, so just work with me on this. I know we're here for real estate, but money is a huge part of real estate. Am I wrong? Like, tell me if I'm wrong, you guys. And most people don't do real estate because they think they need money first. And you don't. It's true. You don't. I came from nothing and I've created multi-millions. So if I could do it, you could do it. Okay. So I don't come from real estate. I don't come from an entrepreneur background. My dad wanted me to get a job on an assembly line at Kellogg's, and I just couldn't see myself doing that. I created my own life, and a life that real estate pays for. Okay. But if I'm not leading my money, if I'm not taking care of my money, if I'm not growing my money, if I am not being a good steward of money, I will lose it all. And that's what happened in 2008. I was making an abundance of money and I lost everything. So this is how I know it to be true. If you are not being a good steward of money, money will walk away from you. Okay. It'll go find other people that are doing well with money, right? And doing well means leading it. It needs to know where to go. If you're not taking care of it and loving on it, it's going to do whatever it wants to do, right? Like the universe is paying attention to you. So money is a piece of paper. We'll get into that. But the universe is paying attention. Universe, source, God, whatever you believe in, that's not my point. My point is life is all energy. And the energy you put into something is the energy you get back. The energy you don't put into something, you don't get back, right? So right now we're running through the financial fitness class and lots of aha moments of people understanding what we call silly string, limiting beliefs that hold us back, and what we need to do to move forward, how to open up our minds to be able to see clearly. And realizing that they didn't really know where their money was, like all these subscriptions and different things. So, and it's okay. There's no right, there's no wrong, there's no good, there's no bad. There just is. You're either doing something with it or not, period. Okay. So that's what I want to bring home to that. So money plays a big part in our world, whether we like it or not. Money plays a big part in our world. And learning how to be diligent with it. Okay. Being a part of real estate investing, what I tell my students all the time is, because they always want to start with like, well, if I could just get money, I could close on all these deals. How many people have said that? If I just had money, I could close on these deals. I got a great deal. And if I had money, I could close on it. I've heard that so many times, so many times. So how do I do no money out of pocket real estate investing? Just answer me that riddle, right? I've been doing this since the year 2000. No money out of pocket. And I do it this way because I learned, first of all, I create money through real estate. I get paid at the end of every escrow, whether I'm wholesaling it or I'm holding it or I'm flipping it, or it doesn't matter what I'm doing with it. I get paid at the end of every escrow. And that's what I teach my students to do. Okay, how to create money. I mean, we get to be like the government, right? And just create money. Yeah, that was a sad joke, but anyways, I want you to be independent of our nation. Okay, speaking of that. So I had to be the first change in creating my own economic independence. And now I get to teach others to do the same. So you are my ripple in the world. Okay, so the more you hear how I do this, no money out of pocket, how I grow money, how I've done multi-millions in real estate, how I can continue to do this with no money out of pocket and pay next to zero in taxes. Okay. Yes, I paid an abundance of taxes, but I learned that this is how the rich get richer and the poor get poorer. Okay. That adage is, that saying, that statement has been around, haunting in people's heads. And the broke people go, oh, dude, rich people, you just get richer. And they think it's some sort of secret. And it's not. It's written in tax law, and you get to do it too. Okay. How to pay next to zero in taxes and keep more of the money you make. That's what we're about. All right. And it has a big deal to do with real estate. Okay. So you're in the right place, acquiring real estate and keeping more of the money you make. That's what's going to create your own economic independence. So it doesn't matter if the gas goes up, doesn't matter who's in that presidential seat. It doesn't matter what's going on in the world to that degree. What matters about what's going on in the world is now you know how to pivot. What am I doing now? What am I doing now? So in the next 24 to 36 months is a key time for real estate. We have changed so much in the last, year, 6 months, last 3 months. Everything has changed inside of real estate. Okay, so you have to be on top of the market of what's going on. And that means paying attention to what's going on in the nation, what's going on across the world, right? World War III happening, whatever it is. Okay, you can't put your head in the sand and say that you don't know what's going on in the world. All right, but do you have to listen to the news every single day? No, because it's very negative and they're very they press on the negative, right? Because our brains connect to it easier than they do positive. It's just a scientific fact, okay? Your brain connects a lot easier, like Velcro, okay? When you have a negative comment. So the news feeds on that and gives you negativity because it sticks in your head, right? So they guide how you feel, all right? And then positivity just slips right off like Teflon. So that's why there's less stories of positivity in news than there is drama and negative news, wherever you want to put it, because they're going to get ratings. You're going to watch this because it sticks. All right. So I don't want to get off course here, but what I'm saying is I want you to create your own economic independence, and it starts with money. It starts with money. How do I create it? How do I grow it? How do I leverage it? How do I lead it? Okay. And I went over today in our training that I have a money date every Thursday at 8 a.m. I have multiple accounts. I have multiple businesses, multiple streams of income, which you should too. You should never have all your eggs in one basket. Not even when you're buying real estate. There should be a diverse basket of real estate. Okay. And I teach that to my students. All right. It's not just single family. We do industrial, we do multifamily, we do what it takes, right? And we lean on each other's genius zones as a mastermind. So a lot of people I heard in today's training said that they didn't like looking at the numbers because it was either negative or it wasn't fun, or there was lots of different feedbacks on that. And we get to attach whatever feeling we want to something. So if someone goes, oh, you're ugly, you could be offended, or you can go, oh, well, that's feedback. That's your opinion, and you're entitled to it. All right. And the same thing about money, right? You could put whatever emotion you want to money. So if you think money is just a tool, if you think it's ugly, if you think it's dirty, if you think well, then that's how your mind reacts to money every time it sees it or has anything to do with it. If you think more in the abundant side of money and how money is great, it changes your dynamics. It takes care of problems that you may have that you can cut a check to, right? So that you can be happy. That's how money buys happiness, right? It cuts the check that creates the happiness. So anyway, I'm speaking in adages of old songs, but money, we used to have a bartering system back in the day, 6,000 years ago, whatever the heck that was. It was a bartering system. And that's kind of how you get to see real estate. You get to kind of barter, like, okay, well, you've got this and you've got this. Let's come together. Let's pull it together. Right? You do it very strategically. All right. What happened with money is, well, the bartering system, it became a piece of paper, right? So they got a piece of paper. Let's just say it's this right here. So they got a piece of paper and they go, you know what? I don't have that horseshoe right now. I'm going to write this IOU on a piece of paper and give it to you. And then you can come get the horseshoe later, and then I'll give it to you in exchange. Okay. This is money. It's a piece of paper that says the value. The value is a horseshoe, right? So I want you to keep that in your heads, because it's still that way for the most part, because money is no longer backed up by gold. Okay, that used to be the saving grace of money. And now the dollar has fallen so much that, because it's not backed by gold, and they don't do it anymore because, well, everyone wanted to cash in their gold, right? And they took their piece of paper and they're like, I want my gold back. And then now the Federal Reserve is like empty because, well, everyone wanted their IOUs turned in. So now they just take a paper for a paper. So instead of doing the gold thing, they just go like this. Here's a piece of paper for a piece of paper. I hope that helps you guys to see a little bit about the dynamics of money, and that it's just a piece of paper that you can turn into lots of pieces of paper. All right, a whole stack of, if you will, in your bank account, through real estate, through assets, creating cash in multiple different ways. All right, like I said, I get paid at the end of every escrow on property that I hold, right? So if you're interested in learning more, I'm not going to hold up too much of your time here. I just wanted this to be a short aha training, what we've got going on with the financial fitness training that we're doing, and that you're in a dynamic group where people are leveraging and leaning on each other. All right. And inside of my mastermind, the students are having major shifts. I have one student's closing on 3 deals, right? Closing on 3 properties. Okay. Another that just joined, she made her 90-day mark, being able to close on real estate. So it's the shift of money and how it works. Okay. And so you get to do this as well. Anyone gets to do this. Anyone can do this. It doesn't matter your background. It doesn't matter. You don't need a license. You don't need anything that prerequisite to do real estate investing. Anyone could do real estate investing. Okay. So, but what I want you to see here real quick before I let you guys go here, I'm going to invite you guys to keep more of the money that you make and learn more about it. On an everyday life, on real estate, on everything. And once you know the principles of being a good steward of money, more money shows up. It just does. And let me just, before I show you this, let me just ask you about, do you know what happens to lottery winners, to football players, to musicians, high-end musicians, movie stars? They make millions, right? They make millions. And then all of a sudden they're broke. So it doesn't matter how much money you make, it's how you lead it. So this is what I want to educate you on. And if you're listening to the government on how to do your money, I want you to just look at this real quick. Right? And you're probably laughing, some of you right now, but I want to share this with you. Let me go. This is the US debt clock. This is live. We are 34 trillion in the hole. This is debt, the US debt. Okay, we are 34 trillion in the hole. When I first started training, we were at 14 trillion in the hole. And when my mentor started training me, when they first started it was at 7 trillion in the hole. We're going the wrong way, right? 7, 14, now 34 trillion in the hole. So I could let you guys look at all of this all day. I could just look at this and just I verb it a little bit in my throat going, if our government can't control money, all they do is just keep printing more. We're in a world of hurt right now. We're in a world of hurt. And if you're not taking control of your money, you're going to look just like this, in the hole, constantly in the hole. If you're following the way the government teaches you about money, you're going to be in the hole. Okay. I'm not trying to sit here and say I'm all that and you should only listen to me. I'm saying get the education that it takes to take your money to the next level. We are doing a financial fitness class right now. And if you're not getting educated, if you're not following a system, if you're not strategizing with somebody, we're going to be strategizing not just about the money, but business credit, personal credit, real estate, taxes, all the things. And because we're not financial planners and we're not attorneys or anything like that, you're going to have an unbiased opinion, right? Unbiased opinion of our experiences and multiple experiences that we've had in the world. Okay. Millionaires, surrounding yourself with millionaires that have made decisions that have changed their lives. And so success leaves clues. That debt clock is the wrong breadcrumb to follow, right? I'm saying follow the breadcrumbs that give you success. Go towards success versus going towards failure, right? That debt clock is a failure. All right. I don't want to get too more into this, but I'm helping you guys to understand how money works on purpose because we're in a shift. And if you're not doing something to create money, to manage your money, you're going to lose it. Just like every football player, rock star, if it's not managed correctly, they'll lose it all. Right? And it doesn't have to be overwhelming. We make it simple. We make it simple. We gave a little bit of homework on the first day, and some people went, oh, I got all these things. And so there were some limiting beliefs, but once we walked it through, it's a little simpler than when they first looked at it. Right? So I don't care if you only have 2 nickels to rub together. You should be thinking about creating money and how you're going to manage it. Right? And then if you're making money, what are you doing to grow it? Okay. What are you doing to grow it? And let someone who's been in your shoes, who came from nothing to making multi-millions, help you to understand, to grow, to create, to grow, to lead the money. All right. Let me see if there's any comments here. You to understand. It's so weird to hear myself. All right, I see you, Christine. Awesome. Everybody was in here earlier. Got it. Got it. Next 24 to 36 months. Yes, absolutely. So if you guys are wanting to learn more, just type FF inside of the comments. And Christine will be around to help you guys out with understanding, either registering for the financial fitness class that we have right now, or getting on a walkthrough call, whatever fits you best. We're just here to serve and provide, and we want to know what works for you. The students that are in my mastermind already, they're already a part of it and seeing a shift in how they're thinking, getting into the business credit, dialing up their personal credit, and then really understanding how to lead their lives, okay, through real estate investing and all, and treating it like a business, right? Treating it like a business. So if that's you, type FF in the comments so that we can come around and ask you the questions that we need to direct you accordingly. So I hope you have a beautiful rest of the day, and I will see you in the next training.